Welcome back, Data Download Time. Many of the Democratic 2020 hopefuls used Wednesday night's Democratic debate in Atlanta to court African-American voters, whose support so far has kept Joe Biden on top nationally. But just how sturdy is that support? Well, we decided to dig into data from our NBC News Wall Street Journal polls conducted all throughout this year, combined them into one big poll. Biden is still the clear frontrunner in our poll among voters overall. In fact, among black voters, he does even better. He's at 50% among African-American voters, compared to just 12% for Elizabeth Warren, 10% for Bernie Sanders, and just 2% for Pete Buttigieg. Now, some may chalk this up simply to Biden's high name ID and his time serving as vice president to the first African-American president. But in fact, it may be because black voters just look a lot like Biden's other core constituency groups, regardless of race. Only 34% of black Democrats call themselves liberal. That's a 20-point drop from other Democrats, compared with 61% of Democratic African-American primary voters who self-describe as moderate or conservative, 16 points higher than the rest of the Democratic Party overall. And how about age? Only 18% of the African-American primary vote right now is in the 18 to 34-year-old age group. That's 9 points lower than the party overall. It's compared with 57% of African-American primary voters who are 50 and older, 6 points higher than the party overall. So look at it, older, moderate, or conservative voters. They've always been voters that Biden has been able to win over. That's true even when you remove race from the equation. And that might make this black voters less likely to support sweeping changes that Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren are running on. They're looking for a small c conservative change. Is that Joe Biden? And as this race shifts south, black voters could keep Biden in the front of the pack regardless of what happens in Iowa or New Hampshire. Hello from Washington, I'm Chuck Todd, and thanks for checking out the Meet the Press channel on YouTube. Click on the button down here to subscribe and click over here to watch the latest interviews, highlights, and other digital exclusives.